All right, joining us now live in studio to talk about this latest string of youth violence in the city of Cincinnati, Mayor Aftab Pureval. Thanks for being here. 11 years old, you see a tragic event like this unfold. How is this happening? How do we fix it?
First and foremost, it's an awful situation. The city manager, Cheryl Long, and I went door to door in addition to our city services over this weekend to just talk to the residents, talk to Dominic's family, and share our condolences, our support. Our message to them is myself and the city are here. We're not going anywhere. We are going to stay engaged to make sure that this community can heal. How we prevent this from happening moving forward is absolutely our first, second, and third priority. Public safety is critical to our mission in the city, and that's why we have a historic amount of funding going to recruit classes, with our police department, how we continue to innovate in the public safety space. Look, Adam, we are a data-driven organization, and all of the major data indicators are trending in the right direction except for one, and that's teen violence. Teen violence is up by more than 50% in our city, and it's not unique to Cincinnati. Youth violence across the country is absolutely out of control, and it's going to take the city leadership, of course, but it's going to take the schools, the parents, the faith leaders, everything that you saw today in the West End, an outpouring of support, knocking on those doors. We need to maintain that commitment and that support, not just tomorrow, but over the next several weeks, months, and years.
Well, you've addressed it. The chief addressed it yesterday at a press conference. I think a lot of people would agree there are too many guns on the street. Mm-hmm. How do you fix that? How do you rein that in right now? Because it seems like it's almost a hole that we can't climb out of.
Well, it's very difficult for the city to pass sensible gun reform laws because the state legislature passed state laws preventing us to do so. However, we can and must support responsible gun ownership, and that is why at rec centers, at police stations, at fire stations, Cincinnatians can go there and get a gun lock for free. Adam, I'm shocked by this, but 40% of the illegal guns on our streets are stolen from cars. If we just locked up the guns that people own, that would prevent so many of the illegal guns from flooding our streets. Last year I did a roundtable discussion with some Woodward students, teenagers, and they said to a person they could text someone in their phone and have a gun in their hands in 30 minutes.
Unreal.
It's out of control. That paired with social media and teens' inability to resolve differences peacefully, what used to end in a fist fight behind the swing set is now a gunfight. And that is, again, a unique aspect of gun violence that is not just around the drug trade, but is all throughout our communities.
Very quickly, we don't have a lot of time, but I want to ask you about the West End in particular. Mm-hmm. We're seeing numbers spike there. What's being done in that neighborhood in particular? More
police presence, more engagement from a social services perspective, more money going into black businesses like Q Kids that we funded, an organization that provides dance classes to kids in the community. We are all hands on deck on the West End. This is a beautiful, historic, vibrant community that deserves better, and we are not going to leave there until we have achieved that.
Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Pureval, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
From breaking news to feel-good stories, Local 12 has it all. Tap subscribe and click the links for more content like this.